again, my fascinating Renaissance friends. Okay, welcome to episode 195 of my season of life with Miss Malu Cervantes, 60 years and beyond, aging gracefully, aging wisely, aging elegantly. Okay, do you know where the California gold rush actually happened in the US? Of course, it is in the state of California, but it's exactly where. It's not LA, it's not Napa, it's not everywhere, but it is a place called Nevada City. Not the state of Nevada, okay? Arizona, Nevada, okay? Not in the state of Nevada, it's called Nevada City. It is a rural place in very near Sacramento. I think an hour drive from Sacramento, and the first mines, official sanctioned mines in the US mining gold. This is the Born mine, mine shaft, I think, Nevada City. So according to whatever display they had there, it's really where the gold rush started, and the family that benefited from it really, what really widely is the Bourne family. I am reminded of the movie, the Bourne series, who I forgot the actor there, but it's the Born series, but it's really made. It is about Aspire something, but this is really a real, family. It's the Born family. They developed the first mining site there. They mined. I forgot what year. The 1800s. Okay, I think they started in the 1800s. So I'm not really, I got their history, but I forgot. I think the 1800s, and then they just closed. I think the 1931, I think the 1930s. See that 100 years. I just saw 100 years of operation. 1800s, and then the 1930s they closed because it is no longer safe. To mine, and they showed us the actual mined shaft, several thousand feet under the ground. It was still there. It is now being used as a tourist spot, but it was enclosed. And then there is this model, like how many thousand feet it was. They bring the miners down there, okay, to mine the gold, and it's and where they will mine the gold in another area, then they would have these offices, and in the entire estate you would have there the house of the original Bourne family. Just really, it's really the old rich, you know it's so many thousand square feet sila, okay, acres. Well, the entire estate is acres, but the land, the house itself, is so big that you have several rooms, but again, you would see how the old rich families lived. Okay, and they have their own bowling alley. Of course, that's part of the estate, and and then we would, I would be imagining, the ladies in these old movies, the period pieces, they're wearing, long dresses and wearing parasols and all of that, walking, and then going to the bowling alley, and they have their own swimming pool. It's still there, it's still working, but it's not being used, of course. No, it's being preserved. And you have fountains, beautiful fountains, and you have all kinds of plants from all over the world. That's what is placed there. Okay, for more than 100 years of mining gold. Okay, And so again, well, I don't know. Uh, should I say this anyway? Okay. So when we are being when we were being led, we said, okay, this is the house of the one family here. You have here the maid's quarters, the servants, all of this. Of course, it's beautiful. You know the original rocking chair, the origin, everything original. Okay, you know the bathroom, the everything that they've used. It's really exquisite. It's very very exquisite. But you know, in my mind, yeah, right, beautiful. But where did it all come from? From the blood, sweat, and tears of hundreds of workers down there in the pit, several thousand feet below, with no sun. Okay, but of course it is refrigerated. It is ventilated, not refrigerated. Sorry, ventilated and all of that. But you see, well, that's me. Every time I would be brought to plantations, every time an industry that made use of hundreds of laborers laboring, and you will have the opulent life, of the owners. I just can't help but feel very bad about the difference in social economic status. But that is just me. That is just me. Okay. So I guess, but it was we went to the, how do you call that, the shop, and I bought two pendants. One is in glass, and you have their 24 karat gold flakes. It is flakes. It's not really the 24. No, no, it's flakes. But it's 24 karat gold. Inside that little bottle, and then is it water? Water or some kind of chemicals that preserves the gold in there. Okay, beautiful. And together with the gold, there are also minerals which could, which could be used for jewelry. And I bought some kind of how do you call that? Lamco. Okay, uh-huh. A gem. Okay, gem. Okay, I bought that as a souvenir. All right, and that's Nevada City for you. I never really thought that's how a mine shaft would look like. But well, according to them, and it's a very properly managed mine site, and the people there were actually taken care of. I hope they're correct, okay, for this laborer's sake. But then again, it's a beautiful place, and you can almost feel, the socio-economic divide right there without people just going around and seeing the place. Okay, so again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, my fascinating Renaissance friends, and together I'd like us to navigate this autumn of life. And I'm still sharing with you my reflections on my 2 month vacation in the U.S. where I went with my family, and this is the series for the month of May. We have one more, episode to go. It's our epilogue, and after that, a new series will open up for you. I'm excited with the new series because this is the result of my what of my of so it's a result of my reflection really about how my life and our life might go, okay, might be towards the next 5 years. Whoa, notwithstanding wars around us. Okay, let's be optimistic, guys. Okay, so Miss Malu Cervantes saying goodbye.